Historic downtown St. Augustine is a collection of shops and restaurants that thousands of visitors frequent each year for its history, sense of community, and art, such as street performing. Behind me is historic downtown St. Augustine, where buskers such as Michael Jordan are being seen less and less. Busking is the art of street performing, and since the late 90s, the city of St. Augustine and buskers have been in an ongoing battle.
You have to reach a benevolent compromise in just people's nature. You know, that's what you hope for, because it basically comes down to communication. You know, if like
Len Weeks, former mayor and lifelong resident of St. Augustine, weighs in on the issue of street performers in historic downtown and the need for regulations.
An ordinance back in 2000 that regulated the street entertainers by banning them on 4 blocks of one street in the entire city. The entertainer was outside on one side of the street, and the audience formed here. It would block the doorway to your business so people couldn't get in and out. Tried to come up with some solution that would work, and it just became very apparent that there was no way that all of the people that were wanting to be entertainers were going to play by the rules.
They lumped some street performers into being homeless in this town, not in all towns, but I was called a transient here. Bar owners threatened to steal my dog, and we're like, oh, you must be a bum drug addict weirdo. It's like, in this town, it's really looked on really strangely. So
Jordan isn't your typical street performer, though. In fact, he isn't even homeless and has his own makeshift recording area in his home. For Alan Drozd, real estate broker with the Katie Group and founder of the St. Augustine Downtown Merchants Coalition, the issue is more about the City Commission's desire to get rid of homeless people in downtown.
But as a consequence of some of the policies that were enacted, they decided to cast this huge net and ban all performers, and what I believe was really more of an effort to eradicate the homeless.
So is the fight for busking in St. Augustine even worth it?
Fight's worth it, because I don't know, just all good fights are worth it, even if the bad guy wins. And you know, if somebody else can go out there and preach the word of God, you know, a Christian or whoever wants to do whatever they're going to do, it's religion, and that's okay. But guitar and singing songs isn't my religion. And how is that defined?
Drozd explained how he believes the city of St. Augustine defines art and street performing.
The minute that you start boxing that and saying only in the retail store, only in this venue here, you've essentially killed the artistic spirit of the area.
There are many points of view on the issue of street performers in historic downtown St. Augustine. The ordinances now prevent the performers from St. George Street, Treasury, Kuna, and Hippolyta Streets. Thank you. I'm Sarah Worthington with Flagler College TV.